Crime doesn't pay, but they do in the Pikes Peak area. Hello, welcome to Comcast Newsmakers. I'm Beverly Weaver, and joining me now is Doug Berwick, president of the Pikes Peak Area Crime Stoppers. Welcome,
Good
Doug.
morning.
Thanks for coming in.
Pleased to be here.
Let's begin really with the success that you've seen with Crime Stoppers in the Pikes Peak area. Tell me how long you've been around and really what you've been able to do in the community.
Pikes Peak Area Crime Stoppers began in 1981 in the Pikes Peak region. And since that time, our success rate has been, we've led to over 3,600 arrests, wow. Which has helped law enforcement clear 4,700 cases. And that's gotten over $4 million worth of narcotics, money, and property. Yeah. That's been recovered.
And it really can be any type of crime, Doug, that you're looking for public information on, right?
Correct.
Okay. Let's talk about how you protect the identity or anonymity of the person calling in a tip to Crime Stoppers.
Okay. That's one of the bedrocks of our program, and what makes us unique is we do want to protect the anonymity. So the person calling in with information on criminal activity, they would call in, give the information. The person that takes their call would give them a tip number. We ask those people to remember that tip number. Every week we print in the newspaper if there's an arrest made based on a tip, we'll print that tip number. If they see that number, they can call in, give the tip number and a little bit of the information that they had provided just to make sure it's the correct person.
Yeah.
Then they are given a code name and told what bank to go to. They can go to a bank in the local area, provide the code name and the tip number, and they're given an envelope with the cash.
Wow, and let's talk about that. Yeah, because you really are rewarding people for giving you information on crimes. The two taglines that you use are crime doesn't pay, but we do.
Yes.
And dough for what you know, which I also like. Tell me what you do in terms of providing that reward money and how that really helps bring information in.
The struggle that we've had over the last few years, initially we did receive funding from the city, and we also had the assistance of law enforcement as far as some of our staffing. Over the last 3 years with some of the budget cuts, we have lost both of those things. So we are at this time totally supported by the community, the people that donate to our program, that are concerned about the community. Yeah. And then also the people that volunteer. We have volunteers that work in our call center, take the calls. And then also our board of directors is made up of volunteers, and they help with any of our activities.
And how much can people get for giving information to law enforcement about a crime?
For normal rewards, the top reward is about $2,000. At this time, the Waldo Canyon Fire is a big thing. Sure. There is a reward offered for $4,500 if it does turn out to be human caused and intentional. Right. There is a reward currently for $4,500.
Yeah, so it really can, as we say, pay to give information, but also you're kind of counting on the goodness of people's hearts, people who don't want to see crime going on in their community, right?
We have a number of people that do collect the reward, but we also have a number of people that they're just concerned about the criminal activity. They call in and never do follow up with getting the reward.
Right. What do you would like to see from citizens who really want to help support Crime Stoppers in the Pikes Peak area?
I'd like to just see an awareness of the program, that people can call into the 634 stop in the Pikes Peak region, and then also just the awareness that we are supported by the community, not by government funding.
And really, are there sectors of the community that you see more crime happening in? Do you really kind of advertise people to really keep their eyes open in certain areas?
We're throughout the entire community, but we currently have a campaign going on with some billboards and trying to get the word out to some of the areas where we know that there's higher criminal activity.
All right, and it's 634 STOP to get a hold of Crime Stoppers, right?
Correct.
All right. Doug Berwick, president of the Pikes Peak Area Crime Stoppers. Thanks for being with us.
Well, it's been a pleasure to be here. Appreciate it.
You bet. And thanks for watching Comcast Newsmakers. I'm Beverly Weaver.